When we think of the Vikings, images of fierce warriors raiding coastal towns often come to mind. However, beneath the surface of their notorious reputation lies a fascinating truth about their legacy as traders. What drove these seafaring Norsemen to establish one of history's most extensive trade networks? While Viking raids are well documented, their role as traders is equally significant, yet often overlooked. Beginning in the late 8th century, Vikings embarked on voyages that would forge connections across Europe, Asia, and beyond. Their keen understanding of trade transformed their society. The Vikings mastered shipbuilding, creating longships that were fast, flexible, and capable of navigating both open seas and shallow rivers. This innovation allowed them to travel further and trade with diverse cultures, from the Byzantine Empire to the Middle East. Viking traders were not only opportunistic, they were strategic. They established trading posts known as Vik along rivers and coastlines, where they exchanged goods such as furs, amber, and slaves for silver, spices, and textiles from far-flung lands. As they engaged in trade, the Vikings adopted and adapted various customs and technologies from the cultures they encountered. This cultural exchange enriched their own society, influencing everything from art to religion and even governance. Trade also played a critical role in the Viking economy, enabling them to amass wealth and resources. This economic power allowed Viking chieftains to leverage their influence, leading to the establishment of powerful kingdoms across Scandinavia. The Vikings were adept at navigating complex social structures within their trading networks. They formed alliances and established trust, ensuring the smooth flow of goods and information, which was vital in maintaining their commercial dominance. Viking expansion led them to the bustling markets of Constantinople and the Silk Road, where they encountered exotic goods and diverse cultures. These interactions not only enriched their material wealth, but also sparked curiosity and innovation. In addition to tangible goods, Vikings traded in ideas and knowledge. They learned about new agricultural techniques, shipbuilding methods, and navigational skills that would later enhance their own practices and contribute to their success. Religion also played a role in Viking trade. The introduction of Christianity during their interactions with European cultures prompted a shift in their societal values, influencing trade practices and alliances. As the Viking Age progressed, internal conflicts and changing trade dynamics began to reshape their society. The rise of centralized powers in Europe challenged their traditional trading networks, forcing them to adapt or perish. Despite facing challenges, the Vikings' legacy as traders endured long after their military exploits faded. Their trade routes laid the groundwork for future economic exchanges in Europe and beyond, influencing generations to come. To this day, the remnants of Viking trade can be seen in archaeological finds, such as coins and artifacts, that reveal the vast distances they traveled and the cultures they interacted with. These relics tell the story of a complex and interconnected world. The transformation of the Vikings from ruthless raiders to successful traders illustrates the adaptability of human societies in response to changing circumstances. Their story inspires us to recognize the value of trade and cultural exchange throughout history. The legacy of the Vikings as traders is a testament to their ingenuity and resilience. Their ability to adapt and thrive in a complex world set the stage for future generations to engage in trade and exploration. What will you take away from their remarkable journey? The Vikings, often remembered for their fierce raids, were also astute traders who built extensive networks across Europe and Asia. These networks connected distant markets, allowing them to exchange not only goods, but also ideas and cultures. Their ability to navigate complex trade routes highlights a different aspect of their legacy. Emerging from the Scandinavian fjords, Viking ships were engineered for speed and versatility. Their longships could traverse both open seas and shallow rivers, granting them access to inland trading hubs. This innovation was pivotal in establishing their dominance in trade. The Vikings traded a variety of goods, including furs, amber, and iron. But their most coveted trade item was silver. They collected coins from various cultures, using them to facilitate trade across their networks. This created a unique currency system that further integrated them into the global economy. As they ventured into the East, Vikings established significant trade relationships with the Byzantine Empire and the Muslim world. These connections not only provided luxury goods, but also introduced new technologies and cultural practices back to Scandinavia, enriching their society. The Viking city of Hedeby became one of the largest trading centers in northern Europe during the 9th century. Packed with merchants from various cultures, it served as a melting pot of ideas and goods, illustrating the Vikings' role as cultural intermediaries. Archaeological finds in places like York and Dublin reveal that Viking settlements served as trading hubs. In these towns, locals and traders from different backgrounds mingled, sharing techniques, languages, and traditions, which helped shape the local culture. The Vikings also utilized rivers for trade, particularly in Eastern Europe. The Dnieper and Volga rivers acted as vital waterways connecting them to the riches of the East, facilitating not only the movement of goods, but also the exchange of ideas. Trade was not just about material goods, it was a means of diplomacy. The Vikings established political alliances and marriages through trading relationships, using commerce to secure peace and cooperation among various cultures. The legacy of Viking trade can still be seen in modern economies. Many of today's cities, such as London and Moscow, were influenced by Viking trading practices, which established early pathways for commerce and cultural crossover that continue to thrive today. Viking artisans were highly skilled and played a crucial role in trade. Their craftsmanship in areas like metalwork, textiles, and shipbuilding created goods that were highly sought after, making them vital contributors to the Viking economy. The exchange of knowledge was fundamental to the Viking trading ethos. They not only dealt in goods, but also in innovations, adopting techniques from other cultures that improved their own practices and technologies, such as improved navigation methods. The Vikings also engaged in slave trade, which was a notable aspect of their economic system. Captives from their raids, or acquired through trade, were sold in markets, showcasing a darker side of their trading legacy that intertwined with their economy. As their trading networks expanded, the Vikings encountered various religions and belief systems. This interaction often led to spiritual exchanges that influenced Viking beliefs and their eventual conversion to Christianity over the centuries. Viking trade routes were often dangerous, with rival factions and natural obstacles posing threats. Their resilience and adaptability were crucial in overcoming these challenges, showcasing their determination to sustain their trading networks. Despite the eventual decline of their trading empire, the Vikings left an indelible mark on the economic landscape of Europe. Their innovations and trading practices laid the groundwork for future trade networks and cultural exchanges across the continent. The Vikings' adeptness at forming alliances through trade fostered a network of connections that transcended geographical boundaries. This interconnectedness was essential for cultural diffusion, enabling a rich exchange of art, language, and traditions among diverse peoples. Viking trading posts, such as Birka and Novgorod, became melting pots of commerce and culture. These settlements attracted various traders, resulting in a vibrant exchange that contributed to the economic and social fabric of the region. The Vikings' maritime expertise allowed them to explore new trade possibilities. Their voyages to Iceland, Greenland, and even North America were not just about conquest, they were ventures into new markets seeking valuable resources and opportunities. Their encounters with indigenous peoples in North America showcased their adaptability in trade. Vikings often bartered with local tribes, exchanging European goods for valuable furs and resources, demonstrating a blend of cultures across the ocean. The fascination with Viking trade continues today, influencing modern interpretations and representations in literature and media. Their legacy as traders has contributed to the romanticized view of their culture that persists in popular imagination. Through the lens of trade, we can better understand the Vikings' complex society. Their interactions with other cultures and economies reflect not only their skills as traders, but also their role as agents of change in the ancient world. The Vikings' trading legacy is a reminder of the power of commerce to unite diverse peoples. It speaks to the human spirit's desire for connection and cooperation, transcending borders and cultures throughout history. Understanding Viking trade enriches our appreciation of their culture. It sheds light on their entrepreneurial spirit and their capacity to adapt to changing circumstances, laying the foundation for future generations. The ethos of Viking trading can still be felt today in our globalized economy. Their legacy teaches us the importance of adaptability, resilience, and the ongoing exchange of ideas that shapes our interconnected world. In conclusion, the Vikings were not just warriors and raiders. They were also skilled traders and cultural ambassadors. Their trading networks fostered economic growth and cultural exchange that shaped the course of history across continents. As we reflect on the legacy of the Vikings, their story encourages us to value trade as a bridge between cultures. It reminds us that commerce can foster understanding and cooperation across great distances. Join us in exploring more about the Vikings and their multifaceted contributions to history. Each layer of their legacy beckons us to continue learning and appreciating the complexities of our shared past. The extensive Viking trade networks connected distant lands, linking the North Atlantic with the Mediterranean and beyond. From their homeland in Scandinavia, they ventured to places like Byzantium and the Islamic world, exchanging goods and ideas. These routes transformed the Vikings from mere raiders into sophisticated traders, reshaping their identity in the eyes of the world. At the heart of their trading success were the Viking longships, innovative vessels designed for speed and versatility. These ships allowed them to navigate rivers as well as oceans, making it easier to reach various trading partners. Their shipbuilding skills were unmatched, enabling them to explore and exploit diverse markets. The Vikings traded in a wide array of goods, from furs and amber to iron and textiles. These commodities were highly sought after, and the Vikings often traveled far to acquire them. Their ability to trade not only enriched their own economy, but also facilitated the spread of cultural practices and technologies across Europe. Viking settlements, such as those in Dublin and York, became key trading hubs. These urban centers attracted merchants from all over Europe, fostering a dynamic exchange of culture, language, and technology. As the Vikings established these towns, they transformed local economies and integrated foreign influences. The Vikings were not only traders, but also skilled negotiators. They understood the importance of building relationships with local populations. Through diplomacy and alliances, they often secured favorable trading conditions, enabling them to thrive in unfamiliar territories. The arrival of the Vikings in new lands also sparked exchanges of technology and knowledge. They brought innovations such as advanced shipbuilding techniques and agricultural practices which influenced the regions they encountered. This exchange enriched both Viking society and their trade partners. Viking trade also included the exchange of ideas and art forms. Norse mythology and storytelling traditions traveled along trade routes, influencing local cultures. Their unique artistic styles can still be seen in various artifacts discovered across Europe, testament to their lasting impact. As Viking traders ventured into Eastern Europe, they encountered the Byzantine Empire, leading to the establishment of significant trade relations. The exchange of silver, spices, and silk opened doors to further cultural integration and economic prosperity. The Vikings also ventured south to the Mediterranean, where they traded for goods such as wine and olive oil. These commodities not only enriched their palates, but also integrated Mediterranean culture into their own, showcasing the Vikings' adaptability. This adaptability extended to currency as well. The Vikings often adopted local monetary systems using silver coins from various cultures in their trade. This practice facilitated smoother transactions and showcased their understanding of economic systems. The impact of Viking trade was lasting, influencing the formation of medieval trade networks throughout Europe. Their roots laid the groundwork for future commerce, paving the way for the burgeoning trade cities of the Middle Ages. In conclusion, the Viking legacy is not solely defined by their raids, but also by their remarkable capacity for trade and cultural exchange. Their ability to adapt and thrive in diverse environments shaped not only their own destiny, but also that of the regions they touched. As we delve deeper into the Vikings' trade routes, we uncover the complex interplay of interactions that shaped the medieval world. These connections, forged by the Norsemen, serve as a reminder of the profound impact trade has on civilization. The Vikings' ability to blend their own culture with those of their trading partners exemplifies the beauty of cross-cultural exchange. Their legacy of trade serves as a blueprint for future generations to learn the value of cooperation and mutual respect. Through the lens of trade, the Vikings emerge not just as warriors, but as pivotal connectors of civilizations. Their journeys illustrate how economic endeavors can lead to understanding and unity among diverse peoples throughout history. The exploration of Viking trade routes reveals a narrative of resilience and innovation. As they navigated new waters, they laid foundations for a network that transcended geographical boundaries, enriching the tapestry of European history. The secrets of Viking trade continue to captivate historians and enthusiasts alike, as research uncovers more about their sophisticated networks. Each discovery adds depth to our understanding of their lives and the world they influenced. As we reflect on the Vikings' legacy, it becomes clear that their story is one of complexity and depth. The intersection of trade, culture, and innovation paints a vivid picture of a civilization that thrived in diverse environments. Ultimately, the Vikings remind us that history is written not just in battles, but in the exchanges between peoples. Their legacy encourages us to view trade as an avenue for connection and mutual growth. In exploring the vast trade networks of the Vikings, we gain insight into the broader patterns of human interaction. Their story is a powerful reminder of the importance of understanding our shared history to build a better future. As we continue to learn about the Vikings, we discover that their contributions extend far beyond what we initially perceive. Their legacy as traders is as significant as their reputation as fierce warriors, each part interwoven into the fabric of history. The legacy of the Vikings as traders leaves us with invaluable lessons about adaptability and resilience in the face of change. Their story encourages modern societies to embrace diversity and foster connections through trade and cultural exchange. The journey of the Vikings through trade and cultural exchange will continue to inspire future generations. As we delve deeper into history, their multifaceted legacy serves as a beacon for understanding the interconnectedness of our world. As we transition into the heart of Viking trading, it's crucial to understand how their geographic positioning enabled vast trade networks. Their settlements, strategically located, acted as hubs that facilitated the exchange of goods and ideas across continents. The Vikings established trading posts in key locations such as Dublin, Hedeby, and Novgorod. These bustling marketplaces attracted various cultures, fostering a unique melting pot of goods, languages, and customs. Among the goods exchanged, precious furs, metals, and slaves were prominent. However, it was their intricate craftsmanship in jewelry and textiles that captivated markets far beyond their homeland. Through their trade routes, the Vikings not only exported goods, but also imported a wealth of knowledge. This exchange included artistic techniques and innovations that enriched their own culture. Archaeological findings reveal that Viking ships were marvels of engineering, enabling them to traverse both open seas and shallow rivers. This ingenuity played a vital role in their trading success. The trade routes were not just about material goods. They were also conduits for ideas and beliefs. The Vikings encountered various religions, leading to a fascinating blend of cultural influences in their society. The Vikings developed an extensive network that spanned from the Baltic Sea to the Mediterranean. They navigated the complexities of trade with an understanding of local customs and currencies, showcasing their adaptability. As their reputation grew, so did their influence. The Vikings became known not just as raiders, but as shrewd traders, fostering respect and alliances that extended their reach even further. The decline of Viking raids marked a pivotal shift in their legacy. With the establishment of more permanent settlements, their focus transitioned from conquest to integration and trade. This shift also allowed for the preservation of their heritage through trade. The Vikings shared their legends and sagas, which traveled along trade routes, ensuring their stories endured through generations. Despite their decline, the Viking spirit of trade lived on in the societies they influenced. The fusion of cultures led to advancements in commerce, art, and technology across Europe. Today, as we reflect on the Viking legacy, it's evident that their impact extends far beyond their initial exploits. Their ability to adapt and thrive in diverse environments reshaped the very fabric of European history. The lessons from the Vikings resonate today. Their story teaches us the importance of adaptability, cultural exchange, and the interconnectedness of human societies, inspiring us to embrace our own diverse legacies. In closing, the saga of the Vikings is a testament to the power of commerce in shaping civilizations. Their greatness was not solely in conquest, but in their remarkable ability to connect and trade with the world around them. As we conclude this chapter, we invite you to consider how trade and cultural exchange continue to influence our lives today. The legacy of the Vikings reminds us that understanding and connection can lead to a brighter future for all.